Hey guys, John here with Pro H Paintball. I'm back in the tech room today. I've got the Halo B, the Empire Halo loader. This is an electronic loader. It's a great mid-range loader. Today I'm going to show you how to put your batteries in. So all you're going to need is your loader, of course, 4 AA batteries, and if you have an older style Halo, a Phillips head screwdriver. If you have the newer style, which has a little anti-jam on the bottom of it, you don't need any tools at all. Let's get started. All right, so depending on which Halo you have, either the Halo 2 hopper that has the rip drive and has the quick release battery, or you can have the old Halo loader that does not have the rip drive and it has the screw battery door. What that means is there's just a screw here that takes the battery compartment out. For that older model, you will need a Phillips head screwdriver, but for the current model of the Halo Loader 2 or the Halo 2 loader, TOO loader, you don't need any tools, so it's pretty straightforward. You're just going to need your new batteries. And we do recommend use Energizer or Duracell, something name brand. Typically, players will come in the store and they'll have battery issues. It's typically because it's a corner store battery or a stack of batteries that's in the side table or the couch or something like that, or in the kitchen and then one of the drawers. So try to use all the same batteries, usually recommended, and a name brand battery. You just have a better luck at the field with something like that. So this video is going to be pretty short and sweet, pretty straightforward. But if you have the newer version of a Halo, what you want to do to put your batteries in, you want to go ahead and pull this little slide back. So I'm just taking my finger, pressing down on it, sliding it backwards, and then it's going to come out. And so that is a little latch inside there. And I did have to pull it to the front and then swivel it up and hinge it up. It's going to have a small piece of foam in here. The purpose of that is to keep the battery from moving around when you're playing. So that way it's not obnoxious and not loud. And then you do have your battery pack inside. So this is going to take 4 of the AA batteries. This does have a 9-volt connector piece in here, but this is not made for a 9-volt. We get that question all the time. Can't I just put 1 battery in here? The design, the technology, and the software, everything is made to run off 4 batteries. The torque, the battery life, everything is made to run on 4. So yes, it will spin a little bit with a 9-volt, but that is not what it's recommended for. So make sure you go with the AA battery pack here. So put that off to the side. One thing that we run into is if you don't put this battery pack or these batteries in correctly, what I mean by that is sometimes they'll get stuck one way and they won't actually touch the backside, especially if your loader is brand new. Everything's not loosened up yet. So you want to make sure you put this all the way in and then slide it the opposite of the spring side. So see, the spring is here, so I'm going to put it in that way and then I'm going to try to push it forward because the spring is always going to be pressed against it, but you don't know about the other contacts. So put that in there, slide that forward. I'm going to put the back end and slide it forward there. And you're good to go. So 4 AA batteries. Again, name brand is usually recommended. And then it's just going to connect. It makes pretty good sense here. Line that up, connect it. And what I usually recommend is before you put everything back together, go ahead and turn the loader on. Make sure it turns on. And you're good to go. The reason why I do that is because if you don't put these batteries back in or the battery's bad, and you put everything back together and go out to the field, you've never tested it, you could have another issue with it, or you couldn't have put the batteries back together correctly, or they could just be bad batteries. So on this one, I usually recommend to tuck the wires near the bottom. There is a top and the bottom, or a top and a bottom, however you want to look at it here. I usually recommend to put the plug facing the front and towards the bottom of the loader. What that means is just like that. Hopefully you can see that. Instead of like this, because sometimes this piece will actually hit the door and keep it from closing. So you always want to make sure that that piece is facing down and the wires are facing down. So I'm going to put that there, and you're not going to tug on them too much because you can have issues with them breaking. Good to go. Just like that. So the wires are at the bottom, tab is at the bottom. Take your foam, put it right there on top. Again, your front of this is going to go in first. So the front is going to go in first and then down that way. So front, and then pull the tab back. It's going to lock into place, and make sure you slide it forward. And that way, it's good to go. If you notice, there's not much noise on it, but if I didn't put that foam in place, it would rattle like crazy. When you're running around playing, you're going to hear everything. So it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, some of the other Halos are a little bit older design. You want to be careful with the screwdriver. Sometimes this part of the Halo shell will actually crack. So make sure if you're putting it back in, don't over tighten it. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Again, always remember to test your Halo before you put it all the way back together. Make sure the batteries are incorrect. If you guys have any questions, any problems at all, and you're local to Houston, stop by our store. We'll help you however we can. Of course, we do sell batteries. If you need batteries when you're swinging by, when you're heading to the field, we have those as well. So you guys have any questions, comment below. If there's any other videos that you guys would like, please comment below. Also, please take a second right now to go down there and like that video of ours. It really helps us share or spread the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, with other players like yourself, and helps us grow our community. So we really appreciate any of the support you guys give. Other than that, we are all good for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.